Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of Adrian Peterson's Road to Glory. In the last episode, we chose what school Peterson was going to go to. It happened to be the same school that he chose in real life, which is Oklahoma. And we played out the first season of his career, his freshman season here in college. We were the starting running back from day one at Oklahoma, so we got a lot of usage. Now, the team as a whole did not perform up to our standards, even including the playing the blame game, blaming us for losing to Michigan when we fumbled in the first quarter, or maybe it was the first half. I don't remember. It was in the first half, I know for sure, against Michigan in the early portion of the season. We ended up going on to lose that game, even though my fumble had no bearing on the rest of that game in the fourth quarter, at least. The team could have done it. Then the coach comes out after the game, messages us, and says that it's our fault that we lost that game. He puts the blame on us. So that already had soured our relationship, really to no repair. But thankfully, for Peterson, we were able to get to the college football playoffs. We didn't play in the SEC championship game because we had one loss in the conference and 2 losses overall. But thankfully, we were able to make it to the college football playoffs. We will play the college football playoffs out today in today's episode, regardless of how far it goes. Hopefully it's a national championship, but I don't know. It's hard to say with this team the way that they simulate. And then we will make our decision. Will we transfer? Is the relationship too broken to be fixed between us and the staff here at Oklahoma, or is there a chance to mend fences? I don't know. We'll go on to figure it out here in today's episode. If you go on to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe channel, join the Juice Club. But hopefully first, let's go win a national championship. Winning a national championship is something Adrian Peterson never did in real life. It's also something that, another thing that we'd like to do is win a Heisman, something Adrian Peterson unfortunately never did in his real college career. I'd like to do both of those things by the time Peterson's done and ready for the NFL. And winning as a freshman, winning a national championship as a freshman would be pretty sick. But we have to get through number 12, UNLV. I really hope this is the simulation we need, because the reason we've lost the 2 games we've lost is because the team just hasn't done very well. They pulled me out in difficult situations. We lost to Michigan, like I mentioned, and then we lost to Texas 38-30. We've won every other game, though. So 2 of the toughest teams that we've played, we've lost. Very unfortunate. But it's time to play the college football playoffs. Oh, that's right. We have unused energy. I thought I did that already. We got to spend our energy. We don't have to worry about that. I guess we just go into XP/influencer stuff. It's not going to really matter that much because what are we really influencing? I don't know. But it's time to play the home playoff game. If everything goes well, we will hopefully... They're a 66 overall? Oh my God. How did they get ranked number 12, and how are they in the college football playoffs? That's 66 overall. That's crazy. Whatever. Hopefully we have a good ride. We play all the way to the national championship. We win it, and then we can make our decision whether we're going to transfer at the end of the season. I just want to win a natty. That's all I want to do. We do get the benefit of having a home playoff game here against UNLV. So that is something to look forward to. The only problem is it's raining, and maybe we don't have as good of a, as good of a jump cut or as good of footwork in the ground because of the wet field, and we might not have as good of a blocking if I can't get anything to go there. Let me try... Let's just try the inside zone again. I was going to try to maybe get like a sweep or a toss or something because we know that those plays are pretty successful. Just trying to power my way through. It's 4th and inches. They're not going to let me go for it. I was holding the triangle button to get a hurry up. We can't get it. And we're down 7-0 to 66 overall UNLV. That had to have been a bug, right? There's no way that UNLV is actually rated that poorly. It had to have been some sort of glitch. Or some sort of visual glitch that it's not showing the actual overall. It just kind of got messed up because we're like, I don't know, we're 2 years into the save now, so maybe it got messed up. I'm not sure, but there's no way that they're a 66 overall. They can't be. How is a 66 overall number 12 in the nation, 11-2, and playing in a playoff game? I don't care if they're not in a good conference or not. As Adrian Peterson finally busts one open for a touchdown. It's amazing what we can do with good blocking. It's amazing what we can do with good blocking. It had to have been some sort of glitch. Because they're simulating ungodly. They're up 21-0 or 21-7 before we even get another opportunity to jump in. This UNLV team is the greatest team of all time, apparently. Oh, what a cut from Adrian Peterson. He's off to the races again. And these are the reasons why... Excuse me, I got something in my throat. These are the reasons why we might be leaving Oklahoma after the year. Because they just don't simulate that well, unfortunately. Hand out to Peterson again. This time he should fall in. He's at the 1. And they're going to pull me. I'm holding no huddle. I am holding no huddle, but they are going to pull me for something else. They do score the touchdown, thankfully. So it's 21 all. We really need to take this advantage. We have to take this advantage and run with it. I really wish you would have held on. If you would have held on 14, if you would have held on your block just a little bit longer, we could have done some real damage right there. It probably would have been a touchdown. If I would have got around that corner, probably would have been a touchdown. But we already got 175 yards on 9 carries. So we're doing the Lord's work right now. Although the offensive line is not doing the Lord's work as they continue to not block for me. I mean, it's such a stark difference. When you get the decent blocks like this, you get the decent blocks, you can score a touchdown. When you don't get the great blocks, you get no gain. and it's not even like you get 5 yards or 4 yards or something. You get no gain. It's really hit or miss. It's all or nothing on running in Road to Glory. 35-21. I didn't even score that one. So thankfully, the team actually stepped up, and we're actually going to be able to win this game and move on in the playoffs. I would have been devastated if we would have lost to UNLV. That would have been so annoying. Thankfully, that's not going to be the case. If we put another touchdown in, it's going to be 42-21. It's going to be over. It may already be over. It's going to be even more over if we were able to put another one in. They keep pulling me every time I have one handoff. I'm still fresh. I'm still ready to go. It may look like I'm tired, but I got 268 yards. Keep me in the game, coach. And that's another thing. Brent Venables does not keep me in the game as much as I would like. Oh, great block from 7, and we are into the end zone again. We are going to break records today. That's what it looks like, at least. We got 288 yards on 14 carries. I'm surprised they even still have me in the game. It's 42-21. This one is over, by the way. This one is now officially over. The juke move does not work, unfortunately. Maybe I didn't juke the right timing. I don't know. But it didn't work. Handoff, great blocks. Peterson. I tried to cut it around this side. I got too close to him. These are the times where I wish that Chew Clock was on. I don't know if there's a time in your Road to Glory career, like when you're a junior or senior, you've earned enough coach trust if you can unlock Chew Clock, but I really wish it was a thing because not having it is very annoying. You just kind of have to grind it out with these games and not have any acceleration. Maybe I could turn acceleration on in the I could probably turn it on in the settings. I didn't think about that. Oh, UNLV did end up scoring a touchdown, so it's 49-21. Thankfully, this one's still over. Their touchdown really means nothing. It just kind of brings the gap closer to what it was. That guy got pancaked, by the way. That guy got pancaked. Minute 35 to go. It's got to be an offside. I don't know what else could it be. Talk about pancakes. IHOP is open 24/7. It's going to be an offside call. I don't know why they line up offside all the time. The CPU does that almost every single game I've noticed. At least once or twice they do it. It's kind of crazy, actually. They'll pull me out. We got 329 yards. We win the home playoff game. We will move on to the quarterfinals against whoever. 329 yards on 19 carries. I'm not too shabby. Not too shabby. That's pretty good. We earn a bunch of XP. We only took a little bit of wear and tear, which is nice because we didn't get tackled. We are the single game record breaker in the SEC for yards on the ground. We're probably also Oklahoma's record holder now. Maybe not. Maybe they have somebody that's better. Looks like they have. What is Oklahoma's single season or single game record? 427 yards. Oh, it's 427 yards because that's Samaje Perine. Wow, Samaje Perine had 427 yards in a single game. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild. 2,628 yards for Barry Sanders. What are we at right now? We are at 1,800. Ugh. We can get 2,000. That's not the problem. I don't know if we'll be able to get Barry's record. That might be a little tricky. We do move on, though. Venables is talking about how good of a game we had. You buttering me up now might be good now, but it's too late. I don't know if it's going to save the relationship that we have. And we're taking on Duke in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Duke simulates unreal in College Bowl 26. So I don't know how this is going to go. We might end up losing this game. There's a very good possibility. But let's get our injury up, and then let's start working on Influencer, because if we work on XP, then we'll get injured again, which seems kind of annoying. But it's time to go against Duke. Let's do it. Let's see if we can beat it. I don't know if we're going to be able to because Duke simulates so well, but maybe if I can just break off a couple of runs, it could change the game. Who knows? It is time for the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic against Duke. I don't know how this game is going to go. I'd think that actually in the game, as Adrian Peterson slips through a tackle, he's off to the races for the first time. First handoff of the game. Like I was going to say, I think in the actual game moments, we should be able to dominate dominate Duke very well, but I don't know how they're going to simulate in the quick sim. It seems like they're not going to simulate very well. Excuse me. I was able to, as everybody in Duke's team gets pancaked there, I was able to turn on the accelerate clock in the settings, so hopefully that'll help out a little bit, make the games go a little bit faster. Because the way that it was going right previously was not ideal. But I was able to, I forgot that was even a setting, that you could turn on the accelerate clock in the settings where it was always on. You didn't have to go and turn on shoe clock or anything like that. So it is on, although I don't think it's doing anything. Maybe I have to change another setting, maybe the minimum play, because I didn't have, the minimum play clock thing was at off when I turned it on. So maybe I have to change that. That might be a problem. I don't know how they took me out there at the 1 yard line. We are up 10-0 though. Maybe Duke's not as good of a sim team in the actual game. I know they sim pretty well in regular sim, but maybe in the game, quick sim, they're not going to be as formidable. And Brent Venables already taking me out again with this nonsense, man. I don't get it. I don't get why he recruited me here to be a workhorse, and then he doesn't let me be the workhorse that I want to be. He takes me out for plays here and there. Let me play every single down if I want to. Don't take me out. It's not going to hurt my feelings to keep me in. Although I'd really prefer the offensive line to block, that's for sure. If the offensive line wanted to block, that'd be real helpful. We'll have to get involved in the passing game. That wasn't a great pass from Wakefield. It makes it 3rd and inches. And they're going to pull me on 3rd and inches, really? You're going to pull me on 3rd and inches. Who are you going to bring in on 3rd and inches that's better than me? Some bummy backup running back, I guess. At least we converted it, so now we're at 2nd and 10. Peterson with the handoff. He's down to 3rd inches again. You going to pull me again? They are? Oh, my God. What is it with these short and down and distances? You can't keep me in. Are you opposed to having me get short yardage? They brought me in again, so they didn't substitute me out at all, I guess? I don't know. Whatever. I think I just saw it was Ohio State versus SMU in the other quarterfinal there, which is pretty crazy. Let me get some blocks. There we go. Let me hit one juke move, and we're off to the races for a touchdown. 17-0. This could be our chance. This could be our chance to win this ball game. Duke can't do anything with it, and I'd say if we score again, make it 24-0 before halftime, then you might not see much of the second half here in the Cotton Bowl, because we might just be absolutely destroying the competition. Although, are they offside again? It had to have been offside, right? See, that's what I'm talking about. Every single game, it feels like AI defender steps offside or lines up offside from a play. It's so strange. I don't know why that's coded into the game. It's almost as strange as College Bowl 25, the ungodly amounts of penalties on kickoffs, or not kickoffs, on field goals and extra points. How the AI defenders would just simply run into the kicker every single time. And it happened twice on this drive. Yes, I don't know. It's crazy. There's always one thing, isn't there? In all of these EA Sports games, there's always one thing that seems a little crazy. Last year it was the running into the kicker thing. It was also the non-offense lineman blocking, but that's also in this game as well. So it's just a problem with the engine that they're on, the Frostbite engine. They can't build offensive linemen very well or code their AI very well. But in 26, it seems to be the offside with the defensive lineman, and it's also the injuries in the final 2 minutes of a game. The injury slider it feels like it turns to 10,000, and every single person gets hurt every single play in the final 2 minutes of a game. Very strange. There's also other problems, obviously. There's never going to be an EA Sports game that's perfect. Let's just be real about that. EA Sports will never make a game that is perfect. That's just the way that it is. That's just the company that they are, especially when they're on the Frostbite engine. Maybe if they get off the Frostbite engine, maybe they can make a good game, but as long as they're on the Frostbite engine, which, I mean, they've been on the Frostbite engine for years now. You feel like they should... What a run from Peterson with the burst of speed. You feel like it'd be time for a change. I mean, they changed from whatever engine they were on previously to the Frostbite engine. You think that they want to upgrade to modern technology. I don't know. I'm not the one in charge. I wish I was, because I would fire everybody. 27-14. Duke's actually starting to play a little bit better now. I got something in my throat, man. I apologize. Duke is actually starting to play a little bit better. Oh, what are you doing? You got to throw that to me, man. How could you not throw that to me? We still should have this one, I would assume, done, in the books for a win. Nice juke move from Peterson. He gets around the corner, send outside. He's got, how many yards he got? 274. So we have reached over 2,000, which I assumed we were going to do. That was never in question. I just don't know if we're going to be able to catch Barry. I mean, Barry has such a good season. He didn't even do it with the playoffs. That's just how Barry was. He did that all without the playoffs. They pulled me again. Stop it. 33-14. All right, if we're able to score here, then I will not subject you to watch the fourth quarter of me just running the ball until the clock goes out. We'll move on to the end of the game and hopefully be the winner, which I would assume we would. If we lost this game, I'd transfer on the spot. I'd transfer before get into the locker room. I'd say, no, I'm done. I'd be on the next bus to whatever city I'd go to play football next, but we're not going to lose this game, so that's not going to be a problem. And they keep on pulling me in these situations. It's just, it's very annoying. How am I ever going to get any consistency, build momentum if you keep pulling me in these situations? I can't build any chemistry, can't build any success. They're probably going to pull me again here. No, I was able to do a no huddle, but I'm not going to be able to snap it, of course. That's probably why they let me do the no huddle, because they knew I wasn't going to be able to snap it before the clock went out. But they do keep me in, which is nice. So at least I have a chance to put this in the end zone. 340 yards on 22 carries. Pretty nice. Let's add to that with another touchdown on the ground. Peterson is in, and that will be the end of this highlight. You will not see the rest of this game because it'll be ugly. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. 47-14 is the final score. We ended up getting one more touchdown on the ground with Peterson. And we will move on to the semifinals of the college football playoff. We are doing a good job. I'm very excited about this playoff run. We get another level up. We get another little cheeky level up, and we have won ourselves the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. We earn more play calls. We are the single game record breaker again in the SEC because we broke our record from the previous game. And we are also the single season rushing touchdown record holder in Oklahoma history. So we're putting our stamp on Oklahoma football, that's for sure. And the SEC single season rushing yard record because we got over 2,000. No SEC running backs got over 2,000. We also win the Cotton Bowl Classic. Good stuff. We are making our stamp on history here in Oklahoma as a true freshman. We move to the semifinals. Who are we playing? We get the player of the week in the SEC. We get the player of the week nationally, I would assume, as well. There it is. What else do we get? It's the Ohio State University in the Rose Bowl semifinal game to determine who goes to play in a college football national championship game. Wow. What a moment. What a game. To get bigger than this, Ohio State's undefeated. Ohio State is undefeated. This is going to be a tough one. Maybe we can win it. Maybe we can't. I hope we can because I'd love to hold up a national championship trophy. But who knows if we'd even be able to win that game after beating Ohio State. Let's find out. We are here in Pasadena to play the Buckeyes in the Rose Bowl. Obviously, you guys know my history with Ohio State. It's my favorite team. So I hate doing this. I hate having to try and beat the Buckeyes because I'd want the Buckeyes to win a national championship every single year if I could. But we got to do what we got to do. The Buckeyes are undefeated. The Buckeyes are the evil empire. We have to beat them. If we want to play in a natty, we have to beat them as Peterson hurdles over a man. I haven't forgot about my promise to hurdle somebody during this Adrian Peterson career mode. We will do it. I just have to find the right situation. I don't want to hurdle for hurdle's sake and then maybe pop a fumble and be screwed or something. Peterson, I don't know what happened there. All kinds of bad things happened there. We're able to not get a first down. Can we get a field goal though? No, we actually went for it and got it. Okay. Respect. We went for the first down, got it on fourth, and now Peterson will be able to pop it in the end zone for a touchdown. That's all I needed was a little bit of space, a little bit of separation. Peterson takes it to the house, scores the first touchdown of the Rose Bowl, and the Buckeye offense does not do anything. So we will have our chance to take a 2-touchdown lead over the Buckeyes if I'm able to get the job done. And you know what? We've been doing a lot of running of the football because it is a running back career mode. Let's toss a little wheel route in here, see if we can do some damage. Although they're going to throw it to me before I even started my wheel route. I wasn't even out of the backfield yet before Wakefield throws it to me. I didn't even call it. I promise you. I didn't call for that ball. I was going to try to get up the field a little bit so I could actually have some momentum built up and run downhill a little bit. But no, he wanted to throw to me immediately. Because maybe he got panicked or something. I don't know, but he threw it to me immediately, and I made it a lot better than it could have been. That's for sure. Oh, I ran right into him. I was trying to get through the gap there. I got too close, and I ran right into the freaking defender. I was able to fix the accelerate clock. Now it actually works. I just had to switch the minimum play clock from off to a certain number. I think I picked 20 or something. I just chose a random one that I thought would be good. So we do actually have the accelerate clock working now, which is always nice. They're going to pull me for the fourth down because that's what they do. They always do that. We don't end up getting a touchdown, but it is still 7-0 into the second quarter. This Buckeye squad has not been able to do much on offense. They're the number one team in the country, though, and they have just allowed a touchdown. Adrian Peterson had an opening, and he scorches right through it. Number 2 for AP. He's over 100 yards. And the Buckeye offense still cannot do anything. Very strange. You think that the #1 team in the nation would be able to do something. I mean, they're undefeated for a reason, right? You got to be able to do something. Maybe they had an easy schedule. But them being undefeated means that they beat Michigan, which makes me happy. Because it makes me happy. Oh, good little move from Peterson. Little footwork action. Little Muhammad Ali. Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee. It should be float like a butterfly, sting like Ali. That could be good. 2nd and 3. Let's get a little creative here. Let's go with the mesh spot again. Hopefully Wakefield actually gives me some time to run the route before he throws it to me. He didn't even throw it to me that time. You got to give a little bit of a pause there, Wakefield, before you let the ball loose. At least let your routes develop a little. I'm trying. I was trying to get out in open space there. You didn't give me any chance to. By the time I was out of the backfield, you already had thrown it to the guy underneath. This isn't that guy's career, but this isn't his road to glory. This is my road to glory. So you give me that effing football when I say give me that effing football. Hand out to me on the read option. Beautiful carry, and the Buckeyes will call their first of 3 timeouts. Very interesting. It's a 3rd and 2. We have a chance for a first down, but I don't want the first down. I want the tutty. Right here, right now. Tutty, Adrian Peterson. We're up 21-0 on the Buckeyes. I did not think the game would go this way. I thought that Ohio State would at least be a little competitive, and they have given the ball back to us with still 54 seconds left. There must have been some sort of turnover or something. I don't know. But a crazy mess up by the Buckeye offense gives us a little bit of a chance to do something, although I don't know if the offensive line is going to give me a chance to actually get some open space. If I can just get one block on a guy on the 2nd level, I'll have a touchdown. I just can't get it. They're not allowing me. They don't want to see me succeed. They don't want to see me succeed. They're hating on me. Oh, that's a great block. Adrian Peterson. I'm still on my feet. Let me go. No, I'm not down. I was still on my feet. So you know what we do? We call a pass play. We ignore the route completely. We snap this ball. We just go down the field and try our best to outrun everybody. It's going to work to perfection. That's what you need to do. Adrian Peterson, not only is he a runner, he's a receiver. Peterson to the house. He's breaking all kinds of records. We go into the halftime locker room. Buckeyes finally score, but I think if we're able to go up 35-7 on this Ohio State team, which is crazy to say, but if we're able to go up that big, then I'll probably just meet you at the end of the game. We'll see what happens, though. Maybe we won't be able to score, and the Buckeyes will make it interesting. Who knows? I hope that's not the case, but it could be. That didn't go very well, did it? I was trying to go for the Buck sweep, but they really shut down that edge. They were really prepared for that. Handoff here. Peterson's going to get stopped, and they're not going to let me go for this, are they? Nope. So we will go back to the sidelines. The wear and tear is actually getting a little sketchy. And the Buckeyes do make it a 2-score game now. Buckeyes are a second-half team. And Peterson's able to get a first down. Hard fought for that first down. How many yards are we at? We're at 188. 24 catches, or 24 carries, 78 yards, a touchdown in the air as well. Or receiving, I guess I should say. Oh, great block from 70. Opens up the room to score another touchdown for Adrian Peterson. Back to a 3-possession game. And that might be all you need to see. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The Sooners, Boomer Sooner, will play for a national championship in the next game. We survived against Ohio State 38-28. They did make it a little bit closer than it had to be in sim, but, I mean, we got the job done. It was never really in doubt. And we will play for a national championship. I didn't think we'd actually get here. I thought for some reason this Oklahoma team would screw me by not simulating very well in the quick sim. But we've done our job. We've gotten here. We are the semifinal winners. We win the Rose Bowl. And we will play either, I think it's Miami or Ole Miss, I think are the two teams that are battling for the other side. We get SEC Player of the Week. We get we get National Player of the Week because we had like almost 300 yards on the ground plus 100 yards to the air. And it'll be Ole Miss. An SEC National Championship is crazy. Technically, it's not really an SEC national championship because Oklahoma is more Big 12, but whatever. They're in the SEC, so they're SEC national championship. We got to get our health up because I was starting to feel a little bit of that wear and tear at the end of that game in the Rose Bowl, so we will get that up a little bit. So we're now fully healthy, ready to go for the national championship. I can't believe we're actually here. I like I said, I thought for sure that the team would screw me somehow. We are at 2,500 yards and 28 touchdowns on the season. And like we checked, that's not the right thing. Like we checked, Barry Sanders' record for a season is 26. So we are actually right there. This national championship game, we only need like 100 yards, right? We need about 100 yards. Maybe more than that. Around there. But we are very close. Take a look at our little trophy room here. We've won a Rose Bowl. And we've won a Goodyear Cotton Bowl. Those are the awards we've won so far. We don't have any rivalry because we lost the Red River rivalry, so we don't have any of those rivalries yet. That's okay. 2 trophies in the trophy cabinet is not bad. I'd like to add a national championship to that trophy cabinet, and here is the game to do it. Ole Miss versus Oklahoma. We finally reached the mountaintop. Can we actually achieve our dream? It's time for the national championship game against Ole Miss. We should be able to steamroll this team, and like I said, steamroll this team. First play is a 30-yard handoff to Peterson, scampering his way to the 27-yard line. If we can get out in front, this game will not really have any impact. Like we'll be able to coast through. And it took me 2 carries to get in the end zone on the first drive. 57 yards is all we needed. But Ole Miss looks like they're going to score, and they do. We could be in for a fight. If Ole Miss is going to go down the field on our defense, then we need to make sure we score on every single drive of our own, because we cannot really afford to have Ole Miss take the advantage, because I do not want to lose this national championship. I really want to win a natty as a freshman. Then we can really choose our own fate. Do we come back to Oklahoma to try to run it back in year number 2? Or do we go venture out to somewhere where we are maybe a little bit more appreciated? I don't know. We're not going to be able to get anything doing on this drive here, so Ole Miss might have a little bit of an advantage. And they do take points. They get 3, so it's 10-7. All right, that's not ideal. Going off of that first drive, I thought I'd be able to easily dominate, but it seems like Ole Miss's run defense has tightened up a little bit. Can I switch this to the opposite side? Looks like it's going to be a lot more free over there. It's okay. We'll try to outrun everybody. We can't do it. Man, they are real sticklers for the run game, it seems like. They're not letting me do much, are they? I'm just going to ignore whatever route I was running here and just get my own stuff. You got to get my gimmick in. I'm going to get my spots in. 1st and 10, handoff to Peterson. 2 yards. I'm chipping away. Chip. We're trying to just slowly get our way into that. I don't know how I was able to get through there, but somehow I popped that for a touchdown. I'm not quite sure how I was able to squeeze around that and stay on my feet and everything, but Peterson stays alive, and we might have ourselves an advantage. It went back and forth a little bit there. We go to the second half. Ole Miss was not able to score before halftime. So we have our lead back. We have our advantage. Peterson, one man to beat. Juke move. Peterson now for the races. The 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Adrian Peterson is going crazy. He's making himself known, although I'm sure the college football world knows who Adrian Peterson is at this point in his freshman year. I mean, he was contender for the Heisman. He's almost breaking Barry Sanders' record. I'm sure ESPN has not shied away from that storyline during this season. Adrian Peterson, especially as we got closer to the record. And now I'm assuming we've beaten it because we got 217 yards. So we probably are now the career single-season record holder, beating Barry Sanders. Which is crazy because, like I said earlier, Barry did that with all regular season stuff and a bowl game. And I'm pretty sure they made a bowl game. He had a pretty good Oklahoma State team. But he didn't have any playoffs like we do. We've played 4 games. He didn't have all that. He didn't have all that extra stuff. So what he did is super impressive. What we're doing is not as... It's still impressive, but it's not as impressive because of all the extra games we had to do. If I could have done it during the regular season, that would have been something. But we don't get enough plays. We don't get enough... touches. They take me out all the time for some reason. And man, Ole Miss is not letting me do anything. And they're going to take me out again. Why are you taking me out on 3rd and 5? That makes no sense. Ole Miss is able to get another field goal, so it's 21-16 in the 4th quarter of the national championship. You might actually be seeing a 4th quarter for the first time in this playoff run. Oh, we might have it here. No, I juked the wrong way. Man, I had that too. I juked the wrong way. I thought I was going to take that to the house. 243 yards is quite the spectacle. I'd like more. I don't want to lose yards, that's for sure. All we got to do is hold on for the victory and we're national championship. 3 minutes. I got you for 3 minutes. All we got to do is hold on for the national championship. 2.5 minutes to hold on, or 2:50 to go. Not 2.5 yet. Oh, I'm wide open. Hit me. He does hit me. Broken tackle. I'm trying to juke, but I wasn't fully ready yet. And they call their first timeout. Ole Miss knows that their days are numbered. We're 2:43 away from a natty. They know. Isn't that a song? They know, they know, they know. I think so. They know that their days are numbered. Stiff arm from Peterson to get the first down. I didn't even press stiff arm. He just did that on his own. He's got a mind of his own. He's a god. 1 timeout remaining for Ole Miss. The Rebels are on their deathbed. That is the final timeout. First down wins us the national championship, I would assume, if everything goes well. A touchdown also wins us a national championship, but I got to find my way through. I can't find it. It's 3rd and 3. 2.5 minutes remain between us and Destiny. And also a national championship. We'll see Destiny later. 4th and 2 as we get to the 2-minute warning. If they kick the field goal, it's 24-16. That should be good enough. Although they're going to let me go for it. 4th and 2. A chance to put this game away. Peterson runs him over. He's got the first down. And Oklahoma will have a national championship here in year 1 of Peterson's career. We've done it. If you would have told me at the beginning of this episode that we win a national championship, I probably wouldn't have believed you. I probably would have said, oh yeah, I bet, sure, we win a national championship. The team I thought was going to screw me for sure. Just like the way they did against Texas and against Michigan, where we lost those games. But Adrian Peterson can now call himself a national championship. And this is, fun fact, my first national championship of College Football 26. And it happens to come in a road to glory. That's kind of funny. But we have won a national championship. Congratulations are in order. The fans are loving it. Adrian Peterson, he's obviously going to be national championship player of the game. 264 yards and 23 carries. What a journey for Adrian Peterson. And there it is. Peterson is a champion for the first time in his career. He didn't win one in real life, so for the first time, he's a national champion. But now comes the big question. Do we run it back with Oklahoma for our sophomore year? Or do we choose a new path? Do we choose to make a new path? You're on top of the college ball world. What must be going through your head right now? Take all the credit. We'll credit the teammates because we don't want to lose any morale or anything like that. Or leadership or whatever. So we want to credit the teammates, even though it was really all of our doing. We are the single season record holder. We passed Barry Sanders for the all-time single season rushing yard lead. We also get the SEC rushing touchdown record. No surprise there. We have 30 touchdowns or something. And we are national champions. We have added that to the trophy cabinet. You love to see it. Adrian Peterson finally did it. National champion. But do we chart a new course as we go to career or season numbers? We have that. We don't have Barry Sanders' rushing touchdown record in a season. He got 37. We didn't get that. Our next objective is to pass Donnell Pumphrey in the career rushing yard number. What did we get for rushing touchdowns, though? 33 or 31. I thought I said 33, but that's 20-yard runs. 31. So we were still 6 away from tying Barry Sanders at 37, which is kind of crazy. Do we sign with a new team in the transfer portal? Coming off a national championship, We're not eligible for the NFL draft, obviously, as a freshman, or going to be a sophomore. We are a true sophomore. Where do we go? Where do we go? National champions. Do we enter the transfer portal? We can probably be a starter wherever we want. We can be a starter at Oklahoma. That's pretty obvious. We could be a starter at Arizona State. Or at Cal. Don't. Boise. We could be the next Ashton Genty. Tulane, Texas Tech, Stanford, Baylor, Michigan State, Oklahoma State. If we wanted to beat Barry Sanders' records, we could sign with Oklahoma State. I don't know. But that'll be decided in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, join the Juice Club. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.